I don't know if we're ready for the change that's coming, because that change will be rapid and there's a lot of infrastructural work that needs to be done. We need to start looking at the adoption of some of these technologies and how its impact on the country. So we're hoping that we can have more discussions in the near future.
The most important thing to do here now is to build on the presence of some of the private companies, make those projects happen, and from there on it will be taking off so that there will be a huge installed capacity of renewable energy in a number of years.
The working session looked at policy regulations and its implications for private sector finance and private sector action. What we did was bring in various stakeholders to have them give their different points of view, see where there were synergies and where there were differences, and look for actionable next steps for delivering change.
We do not focus enough in research and development in the Caribbean. And you would hear in many forums that we don't manufacture much in the Caribbean. We high value technology items, we don't manufacture it here. And that is directly linked to our low focus on research and development. And when you look at the more developed nations, they have a percentage of their GDP that is devoted towards research and development. And we as a region should look at focusing more resources till we reach a stage where a percentage of our regional GDP, if not our national GDP, is focused on research and development.
So what you found was people have similar goals and similar visions, but with different ways and different means of structuring that. And having the different parties talk, then they had more empathy for the other persons. And we came up with some critical ones. One being the awareness, raising awareness of renewables and raising awareness of the various energy saving measures and energy generation measures in the public side, because it's important for more public awareness to drive the regulations and drive policy and drive attention from government. Although the government is doing is taking part in reviewing policy, more public awareness and more public pressure could then spur more action.
In the last session I was in, a lot of people were talking about how, we've been discussing this for a long time, right? Obviously there's a great solar resource, there's a great wind resource in the Caribbean, and why aren't we taking advantage of that yet? We are taking advantage of it a little bit, but there's such a big opportunity, and I feel like now we're on the cusp of really hitting the peak and really taking advantage of what's available to us.